Europeans have always eaten people, and they never wiped their mouths. This isn't a metaphor, not cultural cannibalism, not "oh, capitalism, chews up labor." No, they literally devoured people bit by bit, bone by bone, organs braised, blood fermented, genitals dried like citrus peel in a spice rack of colonial science. This isn't a fringe tale. It's the spine of their entire civilization. Europe is a charcuterie board of the colonized, and it has been eating other people's bodies. Black, brown, indigenous, and alive for over 700 years from slave ship to dissection table. Europe treated the black body like a side of beef, cut, rendered, labeled, and sold. In Senegal, French doctors boiled black corpses to extract medicinal oil, and that is still happening till today. Literally bottling up human fat like it was a range serum for the Enlightenment skincare routine. Karl Peters, Germany's sadistic colonial governor, murdered Africans and mailed their body parts home, like souvenirs from a flesh safari. Enslaved black women like Anarcha, Lucy, and Betsy were cut open, stitched without anesthesia, and had their uteruses extracted by J. Marion Sims, who kept their tissue in jars for research. Have you ever been sliced into while awake, necked and screaming just so a white man can get his name on a hospital wing? That's not science. That's a dinner prep. Their breaststroke were groped, their vaginas harvested, their milk stolen, their wombs auctioned. That is cannibalism. Europeans landed in the Americas starving and stupid and decided to eat the hosts. Spanish conquistadors fed babies to dogs alive, called it feeding pork. Las Casas said they tossed them into the mouth of dogs, while they were still crying out for their mothers. In California, white settlers during the gold rush roasted indigenous children over open fires and bragged about the flavor. In Brazil, the Portuguese captured bodies and sent them back pickled in barrels, labeled as botanical samples, and then came the skull harvest. Indigenous people were beheaded, boiled, and their skulls cracked open for cranial science. Some were eaten, others were smoked, painted, or turned into pen holders in French saloons. They didn't just kill indigenous people, they smoked them like jerky. They painted them with their ashes. They wrote treaties with ink made from their blood, and then they called you the savage. In India, during the Bengal famine, which Britain caused millions to starve, some British doctors collected the corpses, sliced out the livers, and tested nutritional theories by boiling Indian tissue and feeding it to prisoners. In Vietnam, the French used live Vietnamese bodies as meat labs, injecting them with cadaver juices. Testing digestive breakdown of human organs and collecting fecal data after feeding them rendered tissue. Imagine someone dying of hunger and the colonizers standing over them, whispering, "Great now,